I'm not sure how long we'll be live. This may be a short live, but it's alive. We're alive. So Lynn is teaching me how to do, this was, oh, and I just threw it out. This was Advent Box B, day 11. And inside you have a project, accessories, and some recipe. Oh, I have the recipe book at home. But any case, we have this towel project. And she has beautiful notes on how to do this project. So we've got all kinds of things in here. I have a little Velcro, cute daisies. I have a button, and I have a pot holder. So these are all the things I'm going to assume we need. And you know what? I have my little baggie of other trimmings too, because I'm not quite sure. But I'll put these in here. Oh, we also have some Appelon was in your bag or in the Advent box somewhere. And we have 2 fat quarters.
No, 2 fat.
Not fat quarters. Layer cakes.
I know I was calling it fat quarter too.
So where does this go, Lynn? I mean, I see a pot holder. I see this. Where does this use for?
There's two ways that you can make it.
Okay.
You can use a pot holder, or you can do where you're actually sewing. You probably will.
So what does this go to?
That goes to.
Like, what is it going to be on?
This. So.
But no, I mean, is that going with this?
Nope, you don't need this at all.
Okay.
This is if you choose to take a shortcut and sew this on top of your towel instead of doing the top.
Okay.
So you can ignore this. So, but this.
Ignore this.
Ignore it. So, oh, you haven't cut that piece out.
But I have this, right?
Yeah, so you're gonna.
And that goes too?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
I'm
you're
looking.
gonna fuse that onto here.
Okay.
This onto here. You don't have enough pieces. What?
No, I know what I'm doing. I just haven't finished.
Okay.
I haven't finished cutting it.
Okay.
But my question is, this is going to go on to here, right? Is that what the deal is?
Yeah, it's gonna go on. This is the towel topper.
Okay.
And you need the Pellon on one side of the 10 by 10.
Right.
And then you're gonna sew them right sides together, turn it, press it, top stitch, and then move on from there.
All right. So now that I think I know what I'm doing.
Everything.
So we'll give a little bit some time because there's nobody there. I'm just talking to. I want to.
Oh my goodness, sew some strips together. I think I need more of this though. Oops, sorry.
All right. I'm just going through.
We are sewing.
Oh, that's cute. I know. One thing I want to use this. I'll use this.
Ignore my phone because I'm not near it. Other than it's noisy.
I'm over here just auditioning because I kind of like this yellow.
You can use whatever fabrics you
But
want.
the only thing is you're not going to see the daisies on this, and I want to see the daisies.
The daisies you can put on the towel.
Oh.
You can choose to put them on the
Oh, then
top.
that would be cute because look at that. The daisies are yellow, and then the top is yellow.
Yep.
Okay. So, step 1, I'm going to iron this. This fat quarter just keeps on keeping. This is one of the fat quarters for the bundle. All right. So she has a template. Oops, you're all not seeing Lynn working.
What have I done? I know.
So
I'm not
this is the template we are using. I'm glad Gina's not on here right now. So this is the template. Oh, gotta put that. this is the template we're using. You couldn't see it before. So you have this rounded tip and
Or the pointed tip.
or the pointed tip. So mine happens to be pointed. And then she told me to get the fusible, and you could faintly see it, but I did trace it on there. She told me an easier way, but I have to be frugal, so here we go. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to stick it right onto a piece. Right, Liv? Okay. Now, when I stick it on here, do I have to do it twice, or?
You need a front and a back, so that's why there are two colors here. You can still choose.
Right.
I think the contrast is cute. They have two different
Okay.
colors.
I already know the color I want to use.
Then you just need one piece for one side.
This looks beautiful.
And one for the other.
Okay. But the other piece is...
Well, I gave you two pieces intending for you to use both of them. If you're choosing something different, you will have leftovers.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, does both pieces need to have this?
No, Pellon only on one side.
Okay, Pellon on one side. So I am going to iron this Pellon onto this 10-inch that she sent. Here we go. This stuff fits nice still on here.
It does.
Okay, so I have it on there. There it is. And I cut it out that shape?
Yep.
All right.
And then you just stitch 1/4 inch around it. And turn it around.
I guess you don't need to see my back end. All right, so I have that. And then,
Hello. What's up? You did. That's okay. Maybe later. Okay.
you know, I like to play with scraps, so I'm gonna keep this.
The patterns, when Sarah comes back, this would be a really good thing for her to show you, because there is a pattern room, and it's in the laundry room, and all the boxes are filed alphabetically, and pretty much all the patterns that we did, there were Villa Rosa, which is under V, and then the others they're filed by the first name of the designer, if that makes sense. So,
All right, I am going.
Peter Hauser was one of them, so you go to the A's.
Hi, Catherine.
And then look for the name of that pattern in there.
What are you sewing? Hi, Myra. I am doing a towel that Lynn had sent to make, and I am using prints here. So what I am going to do is I am going to go get bunny fabric. I have bunny fabric. I'm just going to go walk right over and get some bunny fabric. So entertain yourselves. I will be right back. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I had to go to the next room. Always running around here. Okay, sorry. Pilfering through her stash. Hello, while she's gone looking for snacks. You're a pretty view out the window. We do. And this was what I was talking about. So she included 2 of these to do the project, but you don't have to go rogue. And it's Easter, so I'm going to make it Easter-ish. So, okay. So I think I'm the only one here right now. I think Catherine left. That's all right. I figured nobody knew that we were coming on. And I just figured, hey, it'll be something for someone to watch, rewatch, or play. You did? Well, that's good. So here we are. I'm going to, so this is the template, and it is quite interesting, the template. And we are going to, oh, you know what? I bet you this is directional fabric. And I don't know what direction to put it. Okay, we'll just go with, let's see. I think this is the way. If I had to guess, I would guess that this here is the way. The funny thing is we were here the entire time, and then the minute I got on the live, I realized I didn't have my stuff. Lynn is dealing with some stuff. It's all good. And I'm just taking a pencil at this point and winging this. All right, so now I am going to cut using scissors the old-fashioned way. This is some cute fabric. All right. So we have this. That's a weird looking. Yeah, I wasn't going to say Myra. When I looked at that template, I was like, girl. And she's like, well, the rounded ones are even worse. So we were chuckling about that here. It is a towel toppy thing. Oh, 2 more people dropped in. Howdy, folks. Pull up a chair. She's working on a dish towel. Yeah, you know me. I don't do all these things, but this time I am. So where is that piece? Okay. So here we have this piece here. And she said to stitch them together, right sides together. So I am going to do that. Now, my guess is I need to leave a hole somewhere, so I'm just going to stitch around and maybe figure that out. So, technical difficulties. I plugged in the machine, but I never plugged the machine this side in. So let me do that. And let's see what old Prince-O has to do here. Let's see. So I'm going to be monitoring this the best I could. I think you would leave the bottom open to stuff the towel into it. This here, right? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go bloop, bloop, bloop like this all the way around. Is my guess, is what I'm going to do. Okay, so now this doesn't have a 1/4 inch foot, but it has a marking that tells me. Okay, let's see. Let's set this in here. Put this back. All right. Ooh, he sews pretty. Because I haven't sewed with him. This is my first time sewing with him. So today, a lot happened today. Actually, I bought a lot. I have to show you. I'm going to have to do a video of my haul. Because I did get some stuff while I was here. How can I not? And Josefina, found herself, did I do this? Yeah, let me go one more. Josefina found herself a mate. Whoa.
Sorry.
And so you weren't here, and Myra's like, yeah, I think you have to leave the bottom open. So I'm stitching all around and leaving the bottom open? Yeah. So.
Yes. Sorry, it was my sister. Yeah, kind of needed to talk to her.
Oh, that's totally fine. I left them here. Myra was trying to entertain people.
It was just
Catherine was here and left, and I totally get it. Look at how quiet. Oh, he's awfully quiet.
I like it.
And he is just beautifully sewn. Like I cannot even ask anymore. He is doing such a good job. First time. So this is what happened. This is the story. Josefina went into a vintage store and she fell in love with Prince.
You named him Prince?
Yes, he's Prince. So Josefina fell in love with Prince. And she was like, I don't know if he's my style, but boy, does he have a long bed. Yeah, he was extra long. And she was all about that. So, because normally, you know, Duchess and Princess, they're short. They got a little one. But Prince here has an extra long one. So she went, oh, well, she was going to like keep looking. But then, I don't know, 15 minutes later, she told me.
She did?
She did. As well as my honey, that don't let that Prince go by. Because if you let that Prince go by, you're going to regret it. I'm telling you, you're never going to find one with a long bed and just in perfect condition. No, not to mention his clothing. Let's show you the clothing. Leaving me to entertain is like leaving 2-year-olds alone with a toy store. So, let me show you his outfit he had on. Let's see.
Leanna, you were so funny.
So,
let me get in the chat. Sorry about that. I should see what's going on here.
So, you see this? He came in this, and this case is pristine. It's as if, like, this case is he is from 1957, I think is what it was, 1952 or 1957. And look at his case. This is his original. This is what he wore originally. And then look at the inside. Clean. This is not, what you're seeing is not any kind of mold or anything. If you look carefully, it has flowers because he's stylish. Look, it's like embossed flowers. Look at how clean that is. I think someone brought Prince home and sewed on Prince only once. Got some thread, I will say, I'll bring you over here. See, when I brought him home just about 15 minutes ago, he had bright orange, no, it was green. Was it green? Fluorescent green thread all wrapped around in there. And so I went in there, I cleaned it, I opened this up. He was so clean. The lube job, he didn't need that much. He just needed a little lube here, a little oil there. I even turned him upside down, lubed, oiled. I mean, he was clean. I did not have to pull out the crud cutter because there's nothing cruddy about this Prince. I mean, and the paint job, he's beautiful. At some point, this machine, because he has a sticker on it, says that he was well taken. He went to the spa in Norfolk, Connecticut. So, yeah. So he has been taken care of, but like really well. I don't know. But anyway, so here we are. And where is my, oh, it's over here. It is over here. I gotta come over here.
What are you looking for?
Well, Josefina, I gotta show the happy couple.
Yeah.
So the happy couple is now, they're travel companions. So as you can see, Josefina, which is this old girl, has been sewing for me all week long. She has been doing an amazing
really
job.
well.
I'm just gonna, she is doing an amazing job.
More your way.
But now
There you go.
we got, now we've got her hubby here, and yeah, so Josefina and Prince, oh, they're spectacular together. She's lost some weight. She's quite a bit smaller than him. She sure is. And
She's just a petite
she's
little
a little
thing.
petite thing. And this, you know, Prince does have a big, large throat, and he's got a long bed attached to him. So he is, and look at how he sews so smoothly. So anyway, so that's the story of how Prince and Josefina met, and now they may just always travel together. We'll see.
No babies.
Yeah.
No babies.
No babies. Well, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can because
They would be geriatric. No
Because-
babies.
I am looking for a white featherweight, which could be their baby.
Baby.
What is going on here, Lynn?
You're doing good. Get your poker. Get a stick. You need your turner finger. Blah, blah, blah. You got to make a point.
Okay, so, all right. I don't know where my point thing is. I'll go.
Or that little stick or something.
Here.
Something
Okay.
fun.
Well, I have the brush, you know, because I gave them all a nice little brush.
The end of that
I'm
brush.
hoping for twins. Myra's like, there may be twins.
Are you going to make little outfits?
All right, so we're coming in here and poking
Yep, poke out all the areas.
all the areas. So we're poking it all out. And then I'm assuming I'm ironing this, right?
Yep,
Okay.
Yep, go press it open, and then actually before you head over there, let's fold your towel because you want to press that too. It'll make it easier for you.
I think I'm going to see how easy this is, and then I'm going to take that other 10-inch square and go to the dollar store and buy some towels, bring them home with me. Let's see. Is it an April Fool's project? That looks mighty weird. No.
It's a Christmas project.
It's a Christmas project.
No. You'll see why it's shaped like that when we are done. Dun, 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 dun.
It's looking like a project that Honey should be working on. All right.
All right. So let's take
Does
your
this
towel.
go?
Yeah, and take
No.
the towel.
There's a
And-
towel.
And then put it over here. Let's use the surface right here.
Okay, look over there.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find the center this way. Which we know is right here.
Okay.
And this is where you're gonna put it. But we want to open it up because of all of this. So
She's teaching us.
Easiest thing to do is find your center, and this is where pressing might even help. But
Okay.
you're gonna, I think that's 8 inches. I can't remember. You'll have to measure, but you need to make the opening of your towel 8 inches. So I would
Does
recommend
that get ruffled?
pleating it or something like that, but centering it so it looks good, and then your top will go over top. So whatever size that opening is, which I don't remember what it is, something very similar to this is what you're going to get, and then pin it, obviously center the whole thing.
So the whole thing has to be shoved in there.
Yeah, except you're only going to go between, let me see your little top part piece. Yeah. So this happens to be 6 inches. Okay, you have 6 inches. Don't even go there. You have 6 inches. Just give me 6 inches.
She said this would be a slip make it a slip cover. Okay, so I need to do it 6 inches. I need a 6 inch.
Mhm.
Do you know that reminds me of? You ever see what's his name? Will Ferrell in what is that show called?
I don't know.
Oh, Elf.
Oh.
And the guy comes and he goes 6 inches. That's it, 6 inches.
Well, 6 inches is supposed to be an average of something.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm laughing at the 6 inches.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
now we're not 6 inches.
Sorry, I'm talking about Christmas movies. And,
Yeah.
Okay. So could it be like this? You mean like that?
However
or no?
you want to. Yeah. You're gonna actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you want. So I would pin it really good. Do you need pins? Because I got a bunch of flat
Pin, or
pins.
could I use
The clips will work too. And then what I would recommend you do is seriously press it. See if you can get it to stay. But then do a top stitch across the top of that.
Okay. So we'll put
Just
this.
to keep it together before you even mess with your topper, because the whole thing right now is the towel needs to not shift on you.
Okay, so we have that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this. I think I got a 6 inches. It's got a pleat here in the back.
And actually, what you'll want to do is test with your topper and just make sure it will clear to go inside it. You might have to go more narrow. Nope, you're good. In fact, you could probably go a little wider because you're going to have it overhanging. Do you see what I'm talking about with that? A little wider. So
okay,
this is where you get to just manipulate it.
All right. So we're gonna manipulate this.
I wants to know what I'm working on. I'm working on a
Tell him I'm making slip covers for her, honey.
fat quarter. No. Fat quarter. No, what I meant. The fat quarter project that Debbie sent. I'll show you in a minute. It's
he
really,
can go
really
on the
pretty.
live and see it. There we go. All right. Let's see.
1.
Oh, what are you
2,
working on?
That's what I would
Oh,
say.
okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. I don't think I need that many.
So should it be snug, or should it be like it just fits in there with a little like 1/4 inch?
I would make it a little snugger because when you go
Okay,
to and sew your
snugger.
topper down, you're gonna see the ends.
Ends, okay.
Now the first one you make, you might, you'll learn and then you'll see what you like better for the next time. I personally liked it a little snugger.
Okay.
That looks good. So I would do you probably don't have to iron it if you've got that in place. Do the top stitch across the very top.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about, it's going to be covered up with my dress. It's just going to make it easier for you.
All right, let me just put some pins up here on the top. Okay, so I've got this going, and 1/4 inch doesn't matter.
Nope, it's going to get all tucked up inside. So
Oh, okay, so I could. Okay, let's see if Prince can do all this girth here.
this is a bunch of layers.
So
I would widen your stitch length
Okay.
to like 3 or 4.
I don't know.
It
we
could
got
even
20,
be a basting
30.
stitch, but you don't need it. Oh, that's weird. I don't know how to read yours then.
I don't either.
I
Oh
don't-
wait, I hear. You know what? I have to unscrew him. He's a little screwy. Okay, there we go. We're going. That's it.
Yeah,
I
you
have
just-
him all the way down.
He's just basting.
He
basically.
is basting away now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now I gotta screw him into a normal
That's interesting.
kind of situation.
So you probably don't need to press it at all now because you did yours more efficiently than me.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have all
So
these.
you have all that. So what I would do is go press your topper.
Did that.
Oh, you did. Sorry. Okay.
We're still on this.
Now you're going
Or
to
this.
put your topper over top of that. Take your clips off of that. You don't need it on the top anyway.
Okay.
And fit it over top. And remember,
I want.
figure out which way you want to face forward. So let me
So
show you.
I want this to be. Is that it? And you put the button there.
Yep. So you can. I gave you Velcro, so you can put a faux button, or you can
Okay.
actually make a buttonhole. So yeah, whatever side you want facing forward. This is the. Yes, you got it right.
I got it right.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So do I have to do the button thing now?
No.
No. Okay, so we're gonna put this in.
If you plan, well, you could do the button now. Are you planning on doing an actual button? You could, yeah, you would just sew the button through the whole thing. I forget, what am I thinking? Button will go through the whole thing. If you do the Velcro button, same thing. Okay, so now what you're going to do, and I skipped a step on you.
Okay, she skipped a step.
I'm sorry. This actually needs to be folded up a little bit. So you're going to want to do that and then press it. So when you put that over the top, you have a finished edge.
Okay, so I'm going to do that all the way around. Okay.
Excuse me.
I will go and iron that flat.
This is what I'm working on. It is really pretty. Let's see. What row are you? You are 1. 1 is the loneliest number.
And 1 is Juanito too, and bingo. So we played bingo, and every time 1 came up, I had to go, Juanito! Because my grandmother took me to bingo. When number 1 came out, all the ladies yelled, Juanito. She says, it's so pretty. Hi, Chloe, how are you? It was so much fun to meet you and your kiddos. Oh my God, I love Chloe's kiddos. They are the most sweetest kids, most polite. Oh, they're fabulous. They really are fabulous. Next time I come for a visit, Chloe, I got to bring stuff to your kiddos. They're so cute. So I am making... So you missed the story, Chloe, but Josefina married Prince about 15 minutes ago.
The wedding pictures got destroyed. There's no evidence. But it was a beautiful ceremony on the beach.
So when my daughter saw this and told me about Prince, except his name wasn't Prince at that time, I was looking for a long bed, and so she didn't know whether it was she didn't know anything. So when I went with Josefina to meet this guy, right, we're talking about this, and I saw that he was a long bed. Josefina could not handle it.
Chloe's daughter made a quilt block last night.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool! She did. Oh, did she use that pattern?
I
got
she
her
was
with
so
unicorns?
inspired.
Oh.
So let's see. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so back to Josefina.
So here we are. It's all done, and now this has a nice cuff. But it has to go this way, right? Because, but if it goes this way,
it's however you want it to
I
be.
see more eggies. But now this is hard, Lynn.
I know.
Well, I'm going to put it this way. I guess this easier. That bunny will be upside down. It's okay, because when I first thought of this, that's all right. It's all good. So we're going to slip that right on there and shove that right in.
You want the eggs facing forward?
Yeah, we'll have the eggs facing, and then this will go forward. So it doesn't matter those 2 bunnies are, because they're hidden.
And now you are going to do a top stitch, and that top stitch is going to be visible. However, you can, if you want, yeah, you're fine. So the daisies, you can put it a number of different places.
On now?
If you want, we could do it. I don't know. Let me think about this.
See.
I put the daisies along the bottom. I don't know if you have enough to do bottom and top, but you could also do just around the top.
I'm not going to put this now where I thought I was going to put this. I'll wait. So now when you do the daisies, you just put that all along the front one.
And I did like a double stitch. I went back twice, but I just did above and below the little yellow centers, and then it doesn't curl up much and almost.
Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to embellish this right now.
Go ahead and turn it more your direction.
Yesenia's here. Okay, so my oldest daughter was so inspired. She made a quilt block last night. I love the story. That's so awesome, Chloe. She used the pattern from the blocks she was playing with. Oh, how wonderful. Yesenia, hello. I see you both are still having fun. Yes. Yes, we are. And I'm on the honeymoon right now. I'm playing with Prince. You know, Josephina's letting me play with him for the day. So
Josephina got married.
because
We weren't
yeah,
looking.
Josephina got married, okay? And so now I got this one. Hi, Magda. And so, yeah, so he's all lubed up and oiled up and all ready to go. He's so quiet. And apparently they're going to have to be traveling buddies at all time. And right, Myra said we're expecting twins because I would like a white featherweight.
I said no babies.
And a black
No babies.
and a black 301 as well. So to have the whole set. So I guess did you put this like on the bottom band? Or like up here? Like what did you do it up here or did you do it here?
I did it up here, but you could do it anywhere you want. Just
Okay.
know it's thicker there. But yeah. Do you want
Okay. So we will just go for it. So I'm taking a private lesson with Lynn on towel making. This is project Advent Box 11. And I have one other project box.
This is from the Advent box for anyone that got this, and you can see how to make it yourself.
And you could see how someone who doesn't deal with I might have to steal Josephina's foot pedal. Her foot pedal will work on here because I just like a more modern day pedal. If you don't get it right in the right spot, if you don't hit it in this right spot, it's not happening, that's for sure. So I will put that there like that. I don't know.
Oh, this is so striking.
Look at how beautiful. That is really, that pattern worked out fabulous.
Yeah, it's way different than the book. Because fabrics are so different.
When I go home, I'm going to have all these pretty towels. I'm going to have the towel from
Gina,
and then I'm going to have this towel. I'm going to go around because you said you went twice. So we're gonna...
Yeah, I went just above and just below the yellow, and it made it lay flat. So when you wash it, it probably won't even curl.
Okay, so we're going to go for a second. Let's go for it. Do you know this is stuff I don't ever do? Never, ever do this
We
stuff.
are making her do domestic duties.
I like it though. I mean, I thought I wasn't going to like it, but I like it. I'm liking this towel business. So, talking about this towel business, because I've been enjoying this towel business so much, I was looking up while I was here how to make your own unpaper towels.
Oh, I've seen those.
And you have to use flannel. And of course, now Joann's is going out of business, and that was the flannel place to go. So I was thinking I'd make a whole bunch of these unflannel towels. And you know, when you put stuff in your YouTube, how the algorithm always comes up with something. This is a fun lesson, they said. How nice. And Lynn is working on it. Yes, she is. And so this morning, I'm laying in bed, and Honey's like, what are you doing? I was like, oh my God, this is so gross. And he's like, what are you talking about? It is good to try new projects. It is. I'm enjoying it. Look how pretty. So there is someone who, I guess put up a video. I watched about 3 or 4 videos of these unpaper towels, right? Everybody's got their own way of doing it. And so here comes this video, and it's showing the unpaper towels on the big thing rolled up. And then it's showing you a toilet paper roll all rolled up.
I don't
Yeah.
need a toilet paper roll.
Exactly.
And that's like doing diapers. We don't do diapers anymore either. They
I didn't
disposable for a
mean
reason.
Oh, how disgusting. I was like, well, I've been looking for, and I'm sorry if you all are in this reusable toilet paper.
How's
No
it going,
offense to you.
Gloria?
If you're willing to wash it and clean it, then you go for it. And you know what? My kids were all kids who were raised on cloth diapers. So yes,
Really?
I was, and I did not have a service because I was sketched out about everybody's baby's poop being in one big thing and sanitized. Because when I lived in Dallas, they had the services where you would put your diaper bucket out and they would bring you freshly. Nope, I washed all my kids' diapers, washed them all. The only one who didn't wear cloth diapers for a long time, well, from the beginning, was Luke, because we were traveling. We moved from Texas to New York, and we moved in the van. And I mean, I'm not going to do that. I needed disposable. And when we moved, he was maybe 3 weeks old or something like this. Nothing like planning, right? Huh? So, so he just had disposable diapers. And then when we got here, my parents didn't have a washing and dryer. You'd have to go out to do your laundry at a laundromat. So he was the one child who had disposable. But no, everybody else had cloth, and I did it. But I don't want to do my own. I don't know. And I don't want to do my husband's. And I don't want to do guests.
I don't want to do any at all.
So
No.
I'm like, she's got to be joking. Nope. She took out the roll and she said she had saved the cardboard rolls, and she showed you the size to make and how to roll it and how it would come off your toilet paper roll.
She's got too much time on her hands that's just a lot of extra work. Not just to make it, that's a fun craft, but like the maintenance of it, to deal with everything. It's like, I don't have time. Even if I
was going to say something and I'm going to be real good.
I don't have the interest, but I definitely don't have the time.
I dealt with a lot of grass stains. My son played a lot of baseball, and they always give you white pants. Why do they give you white pants with kids and baseball? That's just crazy, insane to me. And I worry how to get out grass stains. I'm not going to be worrying how to get out those other kind of stains. No,
I don't want to even wash it though. It's like, no.
So and it was a good video too, because actually out of all of them it was pretty good. Maybe I should share it out there in case if anybody out there wants to make their own reusable toilet paper. Because, Lynn is working on a beautiful floor. I can't but yeah. I started going, yes, it is fun. I made the curtains in the Puerto Rican house. I did the shower curtain in that. Hi, Candace. Myra passes. Are you saying no to that?
I am saying no for everybody. You are all a no.
So, because now I'm just having so much fun with embellishing and all this stuff.
Leanna is not going to do quilts for a while. She is taking a detour.
I mean, it's so, I see such fabulous things. Oh, I think I need to go to the dollar store. Ooh,
well,
look at this.
That's right, and I gave you extra ribbons, so you can.
Look at this, I've got these ribbons, and I had that reusable template, so we can reuse that template. Look at this, look at this. Look at how cute. What did you step into? Well, I'm trying to, sew out of my comfortability. I'm learning, and I've been inspired by, sewing other things that I didn't think I would. And then I got into my head that I was going to go home, and now that Joann's is closed down, kind of go through what I have for flannel and make these what is it? I don't remember now. Unpaper towels. But this tutorial was about unpaper towels and unpaper toilet paper. Yeah, I wasn't doing the toilet paper. But yeah, that's what you stepped into. Oh, you should also, what that slip cover.
No!
Then morphed into fabric. Like, Leanna is surely different for you. Enjoy it. I am enjoying it. Exactly. Big no. A lot of big no's on that. So, Yes, so this is where we're at. This is where what is going on now? Okay. So I am taking this and I'm going to slip this. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to slip it anywhere because I want to put a second thing of this. Oh, no, I'm going to put that in the bottom. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, we're going to put this on the bottom. We're going to put that right along the bottom. Sure, I find this new craft now, and I have no Joann's now to buy all this stuff.
This is my two of the 4 rows.
Yes, that's so beautiful.
It is.
So I have all my blocks done for that, but I have to, unfortunately, I have to actually be home and put it up.
Wall.
I need a design wall because, okay. Oh, you know what else you've missed is, I guess you've missed that Prince. You'll have to hit the replay, but Prince is Josefina's husband.
And he just showed up.
And
today.
about half hour ago, he showed up.
It was a beautiful ceremony on the beach.
And now we're on the honeymoon, and I cleaned him all up, but he was really clean. So now she's letting me play with him and his long bed. Because look, he's got a long bed. But I know she's going to be jealous because I'm not playing with her since I've been playing with her all week. Yes, your quilt top looks very nice, Lindy. I'm loving it.
Thank you. It is the colors is cake facet. It's just really pretty. This color line is meadow, and so I've got the greens. There we go.
All right, so I'm gonna put a whole nother row because you said let's do another row, right? I think I have enough that I can put on the top, but I'm not sure yet.
It's up to you.
Do you hear? He purrs. Look, listen to him. He's quiet. Leave it to Leanna to come with one machine, but go home with 2.
Well, and this one.
Oh, no, 3.
Don't forget about this one.
Okay, I brought 2, but I'm going home with 3. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Here it is. So... So here we are. Look at that. I don't think I've ever done anything like this. I bought stuff like this, but I don't think I've ever done something like this. Here we go. I grew up with no paper towels in the house. We used napkins for eating, dishcloths, and cleaning. My mom did want to spend the money. I have a roll of paper towels in every room except the bathroom. It's not normal to go home with more. No, it is not. You are right. So, in my house, it's funny because the unpaper towel thing, Lynn knows because she's been in my house. So
your house?
Being a chef, we use dish towels. You know, I don't know what they're called, but anyway, there's a name for them. So in my house, we have stacks of them. She'll see stacks, big round thing full of them, and by like the stove area, and then I have a whole nother pile.
Did you know this lady has 3 stoves in her kitchen? At one point I used to have 4. I'm just saying. Didn't expect that one.
And then I have another pile of them, so we use them all the time and washable. But they're not pretty, you know, they're restaurant, you know, cloth, side towels. I don't even remember. There's a word for it. But anyway, they're just not pretty. And then one day when I saw unpaper towels and they were so pretty, now I want to make them. And plus, my honey's mama just gave me a serger that she only used once. It's new. She didn't like it. So So now it's mine.
Sergers are amazing. Just they're intimidating until you learn how to spread them and how to work the tension, but then you're off you go.
Well, so all I basically need is flannel and a serger, or you can like sew around it and turn it inside out. Such a cute slip cover towel. Yes, I love paper towels. Well, we use so many towels that we would go through too many. I have paper towels. I have one on each side of the kitchen, but we mostly use those cloth ones. So here I have that, and this is going to go in here. And you said this goes on here like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. We'll
Whatever
just
you
keep
want.
that.
or you don't put it there. It's just...
Yeah, I'm just going to...
You could even go top stitch all the way around the whole body with that.
So, do I have to separate? Oh, let me pull these out. Do I have to, when I sew this... Oh, no, I don't have to separate them. They stay there. Okay. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3. Let's see.
I might have to turn some of the, well, when my honey saw the applique towel, he's like, oh, that's so beautiful. And all I got thinking is, he's going to destroy that in a week. And then he's going to want me to do this to now all the towels. We're going to keep those shop towels, but I'll make some pretty ones. I went to make napkins once I get my embroidery machine. Oh, that would be pretty. Wow, that is awesome, Leanna. When you hold that up to the light, Lynn, reminds me of stained glass.
Stained glass, I know. It's really...
So
I can't wait to be
I'm
done.
sewing this big honking thing right through here. Is that what you're saying? All these layers? Okay.
Go slow and widen your stitch length.
We'll see. We'll go so slow and steady. And then we'll go real fast if we can. But I don't know. If not, this might have to be done on my commercial. My commercial FOF.
Go slow. And then, like I said, extend your stitch.
Extend my stitch.
Yeah, because
okay.
A little short stitch is not going to get you anywhere on all that thickness. It's not going to move.
Well, this was designed to sew leather at one point. But that doesn't mean that it can. I mean, this is thicker than leather right now. It's softer. Okay, so I'm assuming you go more than once on here.
I personally am the reinforcement queen.
Yeah,
I would,
okay.
But
so we're going to do that. Push that in.
Chloe, no, it's not my own design. It is out of a book, which I will share with you. It's from the Quilts in a Day book that was part of the Advent boxes from last year. But I don't have the book right here. Next time I stand up, I'll grab it.
Oh, some of us got Quilts in a Day and some of us got the fat quarter one that I use, no?
Nope, because there's 2 boxes. A box got one and B box got the other. So if you order both boxes, you would have both of them.
That means I lost it.
That means you probably did. Yup.
All right, so now do I go up here too?
Nope, this
No.
is where, oh, we didn't do it yet, and that's fine. You could do a top stitch all the way around the
Oh,
edge of it.
Okay, so now we're gonna top stitch.
And you can add ribbon there if you want while you're doing that, or not.
I will
Probably
just...
nice and bare is nice.
Ooh, he's sewing like butter.
That's really good.
Yes. There we go. I'm so proud of myself. I've got 2 kitchen towels
I think
from
I should
sisters.
I think I should get you to make the little basket or one of the bags.
Let's see. Well, I was going to do the clock thing next.
Oh, that's super easy.
Look at that. So we have this and that. All right. And then we've got this going on.
Up.
And you know what? I think this is lonely here. It needs...
Yeah, it's gonna be the new embellishment queen, and she's gonna over embellish it. That's all right.
It's a little lonely. It's definitely a little lonely. It needs something. So we're gonna go ahead and put some daisies right on them. Yeah, we're gonna put some daisies. We're gonna put that daisy right on there. Okay. Now this Velcro, do we have to sew that on, right?
That is if you don't want to do a buttonhole, because I don't like buttonholes.
Well, this he came with no attachments.
So
he was probably well, he is. He was either divorced or widowed. I'm not quite sure, but
abandoned.
Somewhere along the line,
He lost stuff.
he lost his attachments. So I
I
wouldn't know.
So you could glue it down. You can top stitch it. It might be sticky, but it wouldn't be sticky enough for all the wear and tear of just using it. But yep. And then the button, what I did is I glued the button on the top so it looked like it was buttons. Does that make sense?
Okay,
so
yeah.
The stitching that you're going to do to hold the Velcro down will be covered by the button. And you can hand stitch the button on. I just chose to glue him. Because I don't hand stitch. I don't like that.
Well, buttons, I actually like buttons, and that's why I got that bags of buttons. I like button embellishments. I did a quilt, a fish quilt, and all of the eyes were buttons.
Oh, cute.
And it served for two purposes, because it also helped with the hand tying of the quilt. Because that was the days where long arming wasn't a thing for me. I didn't know about it. Even if I did know about it, I was flat broke.
Wasn't happening.
And it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
All right. So look, we just put some daisies on there. Okay.
Let me see.
Now, if I had some bedazzlement, I could have bedazzled if I had my 70s bedazzled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I would stitch your Velcro button on there and then hand stitch the button on top of it from the back side to cover up the stitching marks from, or you can hand stitch the button and the Velcro at the same time. However you want to do it. One goes on one side, one goes on the other.
So at home I have a button foot, which I don't have here. So I think I would,
You should just hand stitch it.
yeah, I'm going to hand stitch it when I go home. And then you're saying this gets stitched down as well.
Yeah, and it might be sticky, but it needs to be tacked down somehow, so I would recommend stitching. And then, if you put the buttonhole on there and you use the buttonhole, then you don't need the Velcro button at all. The buttonhole is a fastener in case you choose to.
That may have a buttonhole thing, but I've never done a buttonhole in my life.
I have, but I don't love them.
Okay.
But
if I ever get my baby lock Aria back, it has a buttonhole, and maybe I will. That's it. It sounds like butthole, but buttonhole. Buttonhole. And buttonhole. So, yes.
Look at this. We're growing. One more row.
Okay, she has one more row. This is my project. I could check this off my list. This is done. There you go.
This one.
And we'll put that on there. And look at that. Did double embellishment. Exactly. Button. All right. So Now
What you gonna work on?
it means I need to work on another and this, you gave us this. What is this for?
That is just to use in the kitchen, but if you didn't want to do that whole thing you just did, you can make the towel using that by folding it corner to corner, and then taking your towel, finding the center
Like
of it,
here?
and then and then opening it up and then top stitching across that center mark.
That made no sense to me,
Okay.
so she needs to make a demo.
All right, so hand me your towel. All right, so if you didn't want to do this part, you're going to pretend it's not there. So you're going to take your towel, find the center
Okay.
to it, find the center to this, and then you're going to stitch it on here. You're going to open it up like this.
Open both sides, so
and then
it'll
you're
be
going to
out there.
stitch through, but you're going to have your towel wider, and that's all you do.
Right.
Stitch it through. Whoop, pretend that's not there. But then your buttonhole. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Your buttonhole wants to be down. Down? No, buttonhole goes. Buttonhole goes in the back like this, so you could put your button here, and then you can use that as your loop. For the
Oh,
buttonhole. So that's
Oh.
what that is.
So-
if you didn't want to do the whole thing, you have that option, but you also just have.
I
the
made
loop
my
tab.
towels using the metal. The metal press buttons. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the snaps. I never did a snap either. Okay, but you know what? She just gave us this. So grommet.
You can do whatever you want with it.
So guess what? We are. Look at this. We are
Are you gonna
now.
embellish?
I'm gonna embellish.
She's the I gave her that little bag of lace.
Yes, she
and
did.
stuff.
And now
I'm gonna make her make a bag. You need to
and
make a
now
bag.
I want to embellish because
You need to make a
this is so cute. Look at this. Look at this bird. These birds. Okay, so we are going to put the little birdies. They go tweet, 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 and they're rockin' robin. So we are going to put the little birdies here because they're super cute. And I will take 4 and 4 because that's just how I go. I can't be off center.
But odd numbers are better.
Okay, I understand. So we're gonna do that, and then, Well, this says Dasher and Dancer Comet. Oh, this is Christmas. Orange mouse. Okay, we have this little piece. We could add that right there. And let's see. Oh, look at this. This is kind of cool. It's soda pop. Look at that. Soda pop.
Turn it my
Says
way.
Frizzle
Oh, that is cute.
soda pop. All right.
These are Renaissance ribbons that are in the bag there.
What is that? I don't even know.
Renaissance is a brand.
Oh.
They're the ones that make the ribbons for Tula Pink and Kay Fawcett, and so
Oh.
they're all that quality where they're woven. Anyway,
Well, I'm putting that back because I just found something else I like better. Okay, so here we are. We are going into embellish. Now here I am. Hopefully you see me. Are we there? Are we there yet?
you can go anywhere.
Birdies. I thought they were carrots. Yep. I am going to excuse myself for 2 seconds because it's an important call.
I will entertain you.
Yeah. There you go.
Let me entertain you. So I am almost done with this. And then I will show you what I am making. Last strip of this section goes over here. Make sure we're good. is Leanna's daughter. She's got to make sure everything's okay. Is anybody else sewing with us? We are amusing, not entertaining, amusing. Whoops, is that right? Yeah, after I get this top piece on, then it'll get a side piece, but I'm not going to, oh shoot. No, this is good. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm changing the pattern too much right now. It just dawned on me what I was doing. And this is supposed to be a thicker band on this side. The top and the bottom is supposed to be thicker. So this is it so far. This is the center, the whole center. And then it gets a black band and then a little pieced border. But you'll sew later. But I accidentally sewed the little piece on the bottom already, and really this needs to be a bigger piece. But I have enough of this to do the little piece, and then a bigger piece. Yes, I'm gonna do this. I'm modifying it. That's how I roll. I have a plan now. And I like, this will look better than the pattern did. And I did it my way. Go for it. Yeah. I still have all my tags on the front side, so there's all kinds of pins that get hooked on things, because I've learned the hard way, and I think I have it figured out when I take the pins off early. I don't really have it figured out at all, although now they can't come off. Show you the book this came out of. Anyone that did the Advent last year would have this book. But I take it back. It depends if you had the A or the B box, and right now it's all blur. I don't remember which box it came out of, but it did come out of the Advent boxes. So this is where I am so far with this. It's harder to see when there's light coming through. Anyway, there's that. And the book, where is my book? I shall find it. Where did I put the book? Came out of this one, One Day Quilts. It's actually this quilt right here. And it is, I've doubled it, so this is it only with 6 panels. I've made 9, so mine goes 3 by 4 rows. And this one, as it is, only is 45 by 62. So, but what it is I need a wider border right here. But this is the little pieced border. But I don't like little pieced borders on the very edge when you're, especially when you're long arm, because I feel like it's going to fall apart. There's a lot of short seams that are going to get tugged on. So what I've just decided, this small piece that's going through here is also on the top and the bottom. I'm going to keep going and just do the outside and then put this little border and then put the wider border around it. So we're gonna be there. It'll look like it, but that's what I'm working on. And it is called Blueberry Cobbler. And it's in the One Day Quilts by Annie's. And this was in one of the advent boxes that I did last year. So how's that for an answer? All right, so now I can take all the pins off of this. I have to measure it. I'll be right back. Still here, guys. 20, 23. 31, 32, makes it 64. I need it to be 64. I need two 64-inch strips. And I'm going to build those later. Right now, I'm going to keep working on my little pieces here. You have a groundhog. Sherry, you did not miss all the fun. You just missed us because we walked away for a minute. Leanna's daughter called, so she went back to her room to try to give her a call back. She's dealing with some stuff. And I think my ball bin is empty. Yep. This is the only time I played bobbin chicken and won. I kept running out and I would go strips and strips before I realized I didn't have it. You know. I'm just using whatever dark color It's in here. Does anyone else do that? I've used gray, brown, purple, navy. Now I've got a silver just for the bobbin. I just don't want it to be stark white because I'm sewing with all this dark. And I don't feel like winding a bobbin. And there's all these bobbins here. That's a good recap. Yes, we had a marriage and twins are coming. I said no babies, but I don't think anyone is listening to me. It is, oh, you are the wrong size. It is so pretty here today. Finally decided to be nice weather-wise. You can see outside, it's just so sunny. Leanna just made a dish towel. It's her second one this week. She is getting out of her comfort zone and she really likes it. Watch out, she's gonna be embellishing all the towels in their house. That's funny. I'm working on the outer border for my quilt, which is right here. I have to do some more inner sashing. I don't feel like fiddling with it right now, so I'm taking a break and doing this. It's all part of the same project. I finished my jelly roll quilt that I was working on this morning when we did the live on my channel, and blinged out exactly. She's going to be blinging everything, buttons and ribbons. That's just funny. Anyway, I've got two quilts that are two tops that are done. And then this one, we're getting there. I'm now working on the borders, but it's gonna take some. Here she comes. I hear her. When I get in sewing mode, I'm not as chatty.
Sorry, I was on the phone with my daughter. She was at the hospital, and they're letting her out, but she's got to deal with the problem because they're not going to help. So, long story short. So this is what it looks like. I'm thinking I'm going to sew this down like this. What did I miss? Let's see. Okay. Oh, Melanie's here. Hello. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Lori. Oh, a lot of you came in. So did they know about this?
They come in and I was over and across the room, so like, did I miss anything? Like, no.
All by myself. Yeah, she was all by herself. I had to deal with a couple things because we were on my phone and she called on my honey's phone. And, oh, you know, medication fun. Our resident groundhog was out in the pasture stuffing his face. Oh, those things. You did, Lori. We had a marriage, twins coming, slip covers for hum, and something else I can't remember now. Oh, boy. Yep.
I told him you're going to start bedazzling
Bling out
all the towels at your house.
Yeah, it's, she's having an issue. Let's just put it this way. I'm one of her advocates, and I called the hospital, and the lady was just nasty to me on the phone, too. So, kind of believe she was nasty all the way around. we're gonna bling this. What you're watching here is
she's blinging. She's blinging.
right,
She's
Leanna
blinging.
not in her comfort zone. Do you wish phone lines had smackability? Whoops.
Reach out and touch somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. She was there all day, and I understand she can't eat, but like there was no food, no water, not even water. She couldn't get blanket. She was sitting in a hallway. It just goes on and on. None of it makes sense to Lynn as she's hearing all this go down.
Oh my gosh.
But, you know. She went because her doctor told her to go. She didn't want to go. She went because the doctor said, I want you to go to the hospital. You need to get this and this and this done. And yeah.
The lady even told Leanna the ER is just for emergencies.
Yeah, she says the ER is for emergencies to me. And I said, I know. I said, we didn't want to come here. But her doctor said that she had to.
So they were just totally dismissing her.
They totally dismissed it,
Sad.
100%.
So sad.
And then they said, well, you really have a lot of stuff looking at this. You have to really get into your spine doctor. And we're like, yes, that he wanted us to be here. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let's see who's here.
I think it's Honey. Is it Honey?
It's Honey.
Honey!
Uh-oh, wait.
Oh, she's on the phone again.
Another emergency call.
Okay.
Hello?
She's got her on the phone.
Wait, what happened? Okay.
All right. I'm so excited to be getting to the end of this. I should show you my other quilt that I finished earlier. Let's see. Oh, I did it again. I grabbed like 2 face forward and 1. We made them live. Leanna just stepped out. Her daughter is at the hospital at the recommendation of her doctor, and the hospital's not playing nice. So Leanna is having to deal with some of that, and she just called back after Leanna just talked to her. So hopefully it's not that bad. Hopefully Leanna doesn't have to go down there, make them do things they're supposed to do. They're not like that in the West, at least not the hospitals I have gone to. I'm just shocked that this is an issue here, where they just treat you like crap and ignore you. If you don't have an advocate, you're kind of on your own. Is that way with any of you guys where you live? Seems to be a big issue here. Not cool at all. Let's see how I do this thing. So I am joining all these little strips of all the different colors on the quilt to make a scrappy border. This was cut from a fat quarter bundle, and so the pattern calls to do this with your pieces, and that's what we're doing. And I've already decided how I'm going to modify this quilt.
What are we doing? I must have missed some stuff.
Oh, I'm just talking more to myself than anything, but I'm modifying the quilt pattern a little bit. So, but that's kind of what I do. I don't ever follow a pattern.
Gotcha.
It's a pattern.
Well, I'm over here. I'm almost done putting this because if I get this top holder, I gotta bedazzle it too.
Watch out.
It's a good thing I don't have one of those 1980 bedazzlers. I think I'd put those rhinestones right down through
They're
here.
still available. It's on Amazon. Just
Really?
Oh
A
yeah.
bedazzler? Oh my gosh, I don't think I've used the bedazzler. Oh.
You can take your tennis shoes.
Only once in my life I think I've ever used a bedazzler. So. All right, so we have our last piece right here. Oh wait, no we don't. We have another piece right here. So what is everybody working on? What did I miss? I'm sorry. So
Hospital.
there is Marie. Yes, did you wish? Yeah, I had that. I'm sorry. Yes, this is Prince. So Prince has a long bed. I have been looking for a long bed. I thought the one that they had found was a short bed. So when I went to go visit, I saw it was a long bed and I almost had a heart attack. So yes, so I have the long bed. See, I did have to do a little bit of work to him, but pretty much other than having to like unsnag some things, he got a whole total lube job. I cleaned him. I mean, he was super clean too. I mean, like when I took out all his parts, he was clean. But it needed some tender loving. I mean, hey. But yes, that's Prince. And I couldn't help myself. So I started sewing on him. So my daughter went out with us yesterday, but she was a little bit in pain. And she had gone to her spine doctor and he had wanted her to go to the ER, and she did, and it wasn't a good experience. And so now she went to the ER and for nothing much, and
just got to spend the day there.
she just got to spend the day there to get aggravated. Basically, I called, they weren't nice to me, so I said to her tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll have to deal with that doctor and see what's up. But they did get some imaging, so in that point, that's good. So hopefully that can help things out. And then I will have been done bedazzling all these little projects.
Are you sure? I don't know. You got more nice there.
I definitely have one more project.
And now you have buttons.
I do, and I have one project that I was hoping to get to, but I don't know. But I'm going to show them because I think you have some of these in your store still.
What is it?
The pizza boxes?
I do.
Okay, so let me show you. Let me show you what is going. Oops. A lot of that came out. Okay, so look, I took this pot holder that was also in the Advent box, and this is to go on. And you know what? It is kind of embellished. I could still use it. Look, if I took this off, because that's pretty, you know, and had a towel going there. That's super cute too. But
Yes.
anyway, so
Absolutely.
I have that, and I'm gonna leave that, all that embellishment, because let's see. Yeah, I hope she feels better too. We're supposed to leave tomorrow.
Well, I'm leaving. But I
Well,
think
she
Ian
does.
is going to.
And I don't know yet. I'm still on the fence. I was supposed to. So here's the pizza box. Look at that. Fresh pizza. And in the pizza box, we have instructions. And this was Advent Box A Day 3 project. And we have our clock parts here. Look at that. And all kinds of other things. And then we got a pizza. There you go.
Pizza.
Because, and we've got also a quilt block. And our pieces.
Your plexiglass templates.
Our plexiglass templates. And so what it is you order this because one day you're going to make this clock.
It only takes a minute to make.
And it only takes a minute to make, but then your husband comes home and says that pizza thing has been sitting there, and you come home and then this is what your clock looks like. Look.
You could actually do that.
And then you have a beautiful pizza
and it'll
clock.
make you hungry all the time.
So, I don't think I want to look at a pizza all the time. So, we are going to do something else that I never do. And I am going to I'm going to go out of the, well, I'm not sure what I'm
More arts and crafts for Leanna.
Okay.
Okay, I have to go cut and press, and then I'll be back.
And what is that for?
This is one of the borders on
Okay.
this quilt.
So I have these.
Whoops.
See these? These are all scraps from the two projects.
Oh,
See, I have more here. So I think I'm going to make a crazy one. I don't know. I may do a crazy clock.
you should. It's
But
any
look.
9-inch block.
Look at this. Those are my Dresdens. They are all ready to be appliqued onto a solid block color, but they're all here. So I worked on those today. So Lynn's quilt is that one, and then mine will be a Dresden checkerboard using CAFE.
There are pins in
Oh,
here.
what?
I don't see them. There's a pin that was poking me.
It says it looks like you're sewing on an octopus. Okay, so I'm gonna keep these ribbons because I think.
Okay, I'll be back.
I think. Okay, so I have to make a 9-inch block. And I actually think I am going to use I think I'm going to leave the selvages in. So I'm going to just take these pieces that I've got going on here. So I have probably have 6 pieces here. So I'm going to take these bigger pieces, and I have some of these, but they are super tiny. Let me see. I have more of those. Here's more selvages. Oh, here's bigger selvages. Okay. So I'm going to take the selvage pieces, and then I have these, which are like little strings. Maybe we could use those for something. Okay, because I do not want to waste anything. So we have that. Because you just never know when I'll get more CAFE. I may never get more CAFE. So I'm going to use every last bit of it. Okay, so I'm going to take these. And I think I definitely want to leave selvages because I think that would be cute in the clock. So you said it had to be 9. Is that what you said?
It's finished size 9, so make it bigger than 9.
Finish size 9. And then 3.5 and 3.5. No, so if I want to do 9, what size block is that? 6.5 and 6.5? Because I want it in quadrants, and I'll tell you why in a second.
Well, if you do that, then you're going to have.
No, that'll be too big.
You're going to have a center where you put the clock, and I personally would stay away from that.
What happened?
Well, if you have it so the very center where you put your clock mechanism, you're going to weaken your joints of your block because you're going to poke through right through the seam. I would off center it. That's why I did a 9 patch instead of a 4 patch. But again, you can make anything you want.
A 9. Okay, so my thought though, Lynn, is I'm gonna do like, I'm gonna mimic what I just did for
Oh,
the
so
4 patch with the sash in the center.
So if the sash is in the center, that's better.
Right.
Yeah.
But what size does it need to be?
Take
4?
one of those blocks that you have right there. How big is it?
Hello.
Yeah.
She's got good ideas going on over there.
Got some smarts.
All right. I don't know what size blocks these are. So we'll come over here.
And, and I was going to say measure the one that's a 4 patch because if it's the right size, then just make it
they're
exactly
all the
like
same. So they're all 9.5.
No, but the size of the 4 patch. What are the size of the 4-inch blocks that are inside the 4 patch?
Yeah, I got that. I just don't want to say the size since it's not my pattern. I don't want to get anything mad at me.
I get it.
So we're not going to discuss that because I'm going to just be giving sizes on what I just did. So I'm going to show them. I'm just going to show them. So I'm thinking my clock will be something like this, but scrappier than this. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, I know what I'm doing now. Okay. So this is going to be my thought. I'm not going to use this block, but what I'm going to do is put that in the center, and then over here, wait a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's not going to work. I got another thought, and that wasn't going to work either. I love your dressings. Thank you. So I am going to continue working on these. These are my scraps. Oh, look at that. That's a nice selvage there. So I'm going to take these and hopefully square them to what they need to be. And I'm going to tell you because this is my pattern. So I'm going to make 4.5 inch, like, I don't know, I'm going to make 4.5 inch sections is what I think I'm going to do. And here, let me go over to this and see what's going on here with selvages. That does not work. Okay, so we'll go with this. The nice thing about this is you can kind of change. Do you think it'd be easy to change? Oh, that was way too skinny. I keep forgetting that this isn't a 1/4 inch foot.
Whatever you do, just be consistent with it.
Yep. I'm gonna put it a little bit bigger. There we go. That's a 1/4 inch. There we go. Okay, so that's good. I got it. As long as I bit it, you know what I mean, right? By biting the fabric. So look, I have that. All right. So I have 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna grab this one, and it's a pretty big one. So I'm gonna find a selvage that I like. You know what? Oh, I like this. Oh, that's a teeny selvage. Well, you know what? We are going to maybe sew this in. And now this is not going to be big enough for the size I need, but I want that selvage in there. So I am going to look at this. I'm gonna sew this selvage on top of this selvage. And I'm top stitching right now. So look at that. I got selvage, selvage, selvage. Okay, so I have these 4. I am going to iron these 4, and then I'm going to cut them down. I just have to put iron over here. I'm going to cut them down into 4 1/2. Where is the pad? No pad? Oh, there it is. And that is going to be the border, right? Okay, we'll wait on that, and then I'll trim them down. Now I am thinking that I have these strips, oops, that could kind of go in between, but I also am thinking if I take black, I could maybe use some of this to bedazzle in between. I don't know, because I don't know if I'm gonna, oh, look at this. Look at that one. You see that? Okay, so we'll pull this out, and I'll put these over there. I'm gonna pull out some of this stuff here. So I see that. Oh, look at this one. We've got this. So I'll pull that out. And I think between these two, we should have a good, something good going on. I have an octopus of things going on here. I'm gonna have this whole bag of these things all sewn up into things. That's the funny thing. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with those ribbons for right now. And then I just have to find some black, because I have black in between here. And I'm thinking I could do something that looks like that, you know? So let me cut some black strips. What do you think, Lynn? Yeah. Oh, sure.
I have cut myself confused.
Black strips, that's what I'm looking for. Oh, you said you had black strips already cut,
I'm
right?
still using them.
Okay.
Can't share. Well, I can share. Let me finish what I'm doing right now, and I can give you. Oh, here you can have.
I have this. I've got, look, this is all I need.
Okay.
Cut off of this.
And I might need a white spot. A white
So
piece,
there we
so I'll
go.
trade you skinny for
You
white.
You could
Here, do you want
absolutely.
this? Seriously, you can just, it's a 2.5 inch piece. Because I know I have more than I need right here.
Oh, okay.
And just trying to figure out
I just need,
what I was cutting.
I'm gonna just take, I have to take 2
I
inches.
measured something wrong.
Oh, no.
Or I measured the wrong thing.
All right, we're coming back. We're just taking,
We are coming back.
this is the border.
Hi, Marlene.
So here we are, we have this. So I am going to put that in there.
No, I'm not ready for that.
And I'm going to take this here and try to cut them down. But then you know what I realized? I realized, Lynn, that I wanted to use the selvage and I can't get the selvage and anything that I want. So,
You want like a big piece of selvage?
I don't know what I want. I think I want is the selvage. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to worry about it. This is all about creativity.
Do we not have scissors over here?
Here, I'll grab you here.
Where did they go?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. We got plenty.
Okay.
So I'm trimming this. I just made like a crummy piece here. It's about 4.5.
Crummy?
It's crummy.
Crummy.
It's a crummy piece. But I'm going to go with it.
This. And you are a loose piece. You guys go here. There's the scissors I was looking for. There's that. To measure this. And I'll be back.
So here we are with my crummy piece. I stole Honey's phone in case if my daughter was calling. So we have here 4 crummy pieces, and let's see. I'm back. Hi, Marlene. Okay, so now I need to put this. Now I want, what do I want to do? Yeah, I'm going to put this, I'm going to just put this on top. Let's see. Basically, I'm going to just eyeball this. I need 2 pieces that are 4.5. So let me do that. One and 2. So these sashings that I cut happen to be 2 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put this on here like that. All right, we're going to put that on there. I just kind of centered it. All right, so we have this. I'm just going to clip this. And now we have a piece that looks like that. And I'm going to stick, kind of going to try to top stitch as good as, well, I don't know. I've never done this before, so I figured why not just wing a whole lot of stuff I've never done before. And I've seen people use selvages, so there you go. We're going to have a selvage clock. So I have that piece, and then I think I will go ahead and put, that's bright. Okay, we'll put this one. Okay, so this one doesn't have a selvage, so I could just sew that traditionally. Oh, Prince, don't do that to me, honey. He just totally,
Is he giving you attitude?
he blew out. Okay, I got him back in. There we go. He fell out, now he's back in. All right, so we got this. And we have what looks to be like that. Yes, Prince is being a naughty boy right now, but let's go move on to this one. And we have this. So the same thing. I think I will go ahead and, you know, there was another ribbon that looked pretty neat, and I had a little piece of it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Yes. I think I'm going to go with that. There you go. It's already cut, and it fits perfectly. So we're going to go with this one. Okay, we're going to put that right on here. Now, if I start putting all these ribbons on my quilts, it's Lynn's fault.
I really am expecting you to go through your house and get all the towels. And the guys are just gonna go, okay. It's her house. You can do what you want.
So here we are. We got this. Cut this off here. And then I'm going to put, look at this. This is a nice fat facet. A fat facet. Ooh. It's a fat facet. Okay, we're going to put that fat facet right on here. It is a nice chunky selvage. So there we go. And I am going to also put this on this other side. Nice chunky facet over here. This one says free spirit, so I like that because it gives it a little. Oh, why are you squeaking? No squeaking. I know that you probably haven't been used in years, but no squeaking.
You probably put more time on him than any time he had before.
I probably did. I'm going to run him hard.
It doesn't seem like he had been used. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. So now I have two like this, and I am going to go ahead and sew this center part. Oh, come on, Mo. Ay, Dios mío. Ay. He came out again. Out. Okay, I got him in again. Okay, so we're gonna try to. I keep forgetting that I gotta take his tails and pull on them, because if not, they fly on.
Get your leader ender finger going.
I know. There we go. There we go. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to take this. Okay, so I've got to figure out how this is going to be on the clock. Well, maybe it's going to be like this.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm going to do it this way. You know what? Some lettering is going to be upside down. Some is going to be turned around. It's all right. We're going to... There we go. Okay, so here we are. And I'm just going to chop up that right off.
Chop them up.
I say that all the time. Chop up. So I've got that. I'm going to iron that. And now I could put rainbows. I could Put some of that in. There's a lot of brightness going on here. Whew, I may have gone a little overboard.
No. No.
Just a little. Yeah, just a little. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Oh, but there's only one little piece. Okay. Ooh, look at this one.
She's gonna hit all the towels in the house. I know it. I know it. She's having too much fun.
Okay, we can put the skinny one so that we get some of the black. I think we need to put the skinny one. I think this is getting too overwhelming. Okay, we're gonna go plain. Believe it or not, we're gonna go plain. Ready? So I'm gonna eyeball this, and we're gonna eyeball this in the center as best as we can. Well, you know, when we were at the museum yesterday, they had a beautiful crazy quilt with all the ribbons and the bows and all the embellishments. So, you know, that must have inspired me as well as everything else. You know, this is the third sewing machine I have bought coming on vacation to Massachusetts. I'm starting to think it's dangerous for me to come here. Out of the closet. Oh, hi, Super Jelly. That looks amazing. Good for you, girlies. Yes. Yep. It was. Oh, that crazy quilt was done. You saw that, right? In the video. Wasn't that great? So we got now a crazy clock. Wow. Yep. Well, this is what I got. So, let's see. This has to be, you said 9.5, right?
Yeah, then you're gonna trim it down to 9. So.
Oh, so it has to be 9.
That's your finished size. That's the size of the acrylic, and you don't want it any smaller than that. You're gonna trim it to the actual acrylic size when you are ready to
Did
trim
you know
it.
that? So.
9 is your finished size. And you don't want to start out at 9 because it never works out right.
Right. So do I need to fold these so that this doesn't get? Should I fold this in and iron it?
You're going to actually give it a cut, and you're going to use the template.
Okay.
The face as your template.
Okay.
You're going to actually just cut all around.
And what is this? What about this?
That's so you could quilt it. So
Oh, I have to quilt this?
So after you quilt it,
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
You're going to trim it down. That's another reason why you don't.
Okay, so I didn't need to go hog wild on all that. Okay, so I'm going to take this. And so I need a backing is what you're saying.
Nope, there's no need for the backing.
Really?
I mean, you can put one on there, but there's no need. It's a cloth. It's the back of the cloth. It's gonna face the wall.
Can I get a piece of fusible film? Just iron it on and call it a day? No. Okay.
Yes.
That's cheating.
Yes, you could. It's not a quilt block, though.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna make big
You are
stitches.
a rule breaker.
I am a rule breaker and a risk taker. All right, here we are. Oh, you're seeing my big, thick. Whoops. So this is crazy quilting because the stitches are crazy. I went a little lulu. It's all right. It is what it is. It's the charm.
Okay, so now I'm going to take my block. All of this. Not block, this.
That's good because it gives me some more reinforcement on the selvages. So I'm all good. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn on that. There we go. Now, it has to be heavily quilted to remain... No? Okay. So here we go. Should I go around or no? No, okay.
If you want to, but no.
We just did that. So now we're going to take our pizza glass looking thing.
Plexiglass.
And
top and bottom. You're going to sandwich it.
Don't I have to take off this plastic?
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the protective plastic on it.
Let's take the plastic off. How are you, Rita? Rita's here. Hi, Rita. Lynn, does that help with the machine up higher?
You talk about the...
Is there such things as rules? No. So we're going to pull this off. Now, you have ones with numbers, right?
I do.
So there you go. So when you go out and buy yourself one of these, you're going to get ones with numbers.
You don't want one, though. You won't get one.
No, yeah, she offered me a number. I'm going to do something. I am going to break rules. I think I saw these, I haven't bought them yet, but I'm pretty sure I saw these gold or these crystal numbers. Oh, but it was at Joann's. And Joann's is out of business. I guess I'm going to have to go to Michael's.
Yeah.
I never walked into Michael's ever. Isn't that funny? And so...
Mostly crafty, but they're getting into the fabric probably because Joann's not.
So I saw like blingy and like gold lame numbers, and I think I want to put those on. All right. So we have this. All right, so now I have this and I have this, right? And you said I have to take this and center it. Look at that, it goes right on that dot.
Yeah, and that's where your clock is going to go. So that is the center.
Okay.
So,
should I make poke a hole there?
Nope. First, you're going to cut around your face, the template, to square the block up. So that's...
So I'm using this as my ruler?
Yep. And
you have no idea the mess we both got to clean up in both of our condos tonight.
Explosion in here.
It is really something else here. Okay. We've got that.
Okay.
So now what else?
Now you're going to put the back piece on.
Okay.
Well, actually, you have to poke a hole on the front. Well, through the fabric, right where the hole is. Take a pen, and you're going to have to work hard because you have ribbon there.
Okay. And what am I doing? I'm just taking...
You're going to poke a hole big enough for the clock mechanism, which is... I gave you at your house, so I hope you...
Yeah, I brought it with me.
So it's a, I don't know, 1/4 inch round.
I have my really sharp scissors. I don't know what...
Will these help you? These, I don't know if they're the same one. Actually, I think yours are sharper, but that's a really good point.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So, sorry. Forgot that I'm in the camera. So I know that my thing is right there in the hole. So, not the hole, and the polka dot is where the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I had great scissors. I just don't know what I did. Okay, there it goes. I got it. Parental, what does it say?
Guidance.
Guidance is necessary.
It's not recommended, it's necessary.
Okay, so here we go. Laura, I mean, you're still hurting. I'm so sorry. I know my daughter was in pain all day today. Pizza glass. It is pepperoni and mushroom. All right, so I did. I poked a hole.
Okay, so now sandwich your two pieces and get your clock mechanism.
Now, what's this for?
That stick is keeping the hands from bending. So there's 3 hands in there. They're really delicate. So keep them that way to protect it.
Okay, I thought we were playing doctor later.
No.
No, that sounded wrong. Never mind.
No, we are not.
Never mind. Not that way.
You just got doctor on the brain because of your daughter. But yeah, no,
it's a tongue depressor.
It is, and I thought it was weird too, but it's to keep the hands from being bent because they're so fragile. Oh, phone on the floor. Man down.
Okay, so here it is, and there's a hole there. There's a hole in my bucket, dear Liza, dear Liza. Okay, if you fold the fabric twice and cut a section, yes, but you know, I have to be special. Okay, so this goes in the back, right? Okay. Okay, so I have that down. It came right through. Perfect. And so my honey does this. He gets these hands and
he could probably build that for you.
He probably can build that for me. But I have his phone and I can't call him to tell him come
there
next door.
There actually are instructions on the little paper.
Who reads instructions?
Yep. But it seems pretty easy.
Okay, so this is my last sew thing. I am because we're gonna have to. I mean, not you don't have to, but I gotta get my room under control. I want to take one last. The sun is coming down. The sunset. I've not seen it yet. Okay, so we put this here. And like she says, there's lots of instructions to follow. So, I guess but Honey has done this already 3 times, I think. So much easier just to hand it to him. All right, so here we go.
That's what I did.
All right, so we're looking at this, and I have that there. And now I need to put, the F ring. Oh, wait a second. I needed to put put rubber.
Oh, sorry,
we forgot the rubber.
Yeah, there's parts to it, sorry.
So we got to put the rubber down first.
I am not in charge of this project, so I'm not helping.
Okay, so I got the rubber down. Because that's what it says here. Put the rubber down. Here, Pia did that. It says, put the hanger A over the clock shaft. Wait, what's a hanger A? I don't have a hanger A.
The hands are labeled, maybe.
No, it looks like this.
Which I can't see.
Oh, okay. Put the hanger A.
Oh, you don't have a hanger part. I don't know why I could not find one.
Okay,
so that
never mind.
Because you stole.
Yes, I stole
clock parts. And
I
you
did.
used it in another clock, so I had to bring you that, and I didn't have the hanger. So I'm like, okay, so you're gonna take this apart later anyway to put a hanger type thing, which could be any type of metal bracket. So I figured you guys could easily.
We'll figure it out.
Work with that. So,
okay.
So that's what you can make it without the hanger, and then just rest it. But that's what that part is. So
okay. So we have. Okay, so we have the rubber going in, and then D. What is D? D is insert the clock shaft.
That's the screw-looking thing.
But the screw-looking thing is G.
Oh, okay. I'm going to quit talking.
No, I don't know. I'm
not looking at it. I'm not. No.
Yeah, there's one
shaft. There's only one shaft I can think of.
see. But isn't the shaft already on there? I think the shaft is already on there.
The shaft would poke through. You know what? Go get Honey. Tell him to come and build a quilt. Actually, what we'll do, I think, is
They want to see it done.
you're gonna have to
Okay.
maybe show it finished when you get home or tomorrow. I know. I. It's really not that hard, but I didn't do it, so I have no idea.
Oh, it just says to put cushion seat over the clock shaft. I think this is the clock shaft here.
Yeah.
And that's already in
why,
there.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're good. And then I'm not sure even.
Come on.
Okay. We're gonna put this down. This is probably very entertaining right now. I don't know if you're laughing or crying for me. All right, so we're going to put washer F, which is this.
You
Look at how quick.
cannot be here. You witch. Cannot.
Okay, so that goes there, and then this goes here, and then I have this little guy, and he goes here. Well, his shaft is not that big. Oh, maybe it's not supposed to be. And then this one,
It's not supposed to stick out.
it's like this little piggy went to the market and this little piggy stayed home right now.
Your second hand bows at the bottom, and then your hour, minute, and then second hand is the order that they go on there. And then there's a little teeny cap, and then that whole shaft should be totally occupied, and there should be nothing else that sticks out. So it shouldn't be super long. Too many.
Oh.
references.
All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. We got it.
Extra, way up to extra. Okay, I just sewed and sewed and sewed until I there was nothing left.
Okay, so there we go. I think I'm going to put some gold lame numbers, like a 12, a 3, a 6, and a 9. And there I've got my clock. So that's what I think we are going to do here. I see a Katie, so hi Katie. Welcome to close to the end of our retreat. It's getting dark outside.
Yeah.
And look, this is my clock. My pizza clock. Did you see it? Look how
Oh, I
pretty.
didn't. Good job. So the only thing I would recommend is making sure that your hands, you have to ever gently lift so as they go, they don't get stuck. But once you get the battery in there,
Yep.
which you should have one.
Yeah, I'm just not going to put it in. I'm
So-
going to let
and then
Honey look at
And
it
you'll
one
want
last
to
time.
tighten it a little more so it doesn't matter.
I'm going to let him play with it. But
All right.
here you go.
That is cute.
It's
Oh,
cute.
I like it.
I went and did my own thing. I embellished and faceted my way through.
Let me show you what I just did.
Oop. That phone is, I don't know.
My phone is over here somewhere. Okay, so with the light behind us, I hate it, but this is what this looks like. And there's going to be a 3.5-inch black border that comes around on the outside, and then this border will be done. So this is, oh, look at this, I completely missed that. Let's fix that. That never happens to anybody, right?
What happened?
When I put it on, I went off the back edge, so I didn't see that I wasn't sewing on
Oh.
top of
Oh, that happened.
it, and it wasn't there. I'm just like, yeah, we never do that ever.
Well, this is Prince and Josefina. They are a pair, a traveling duo now. And I'm so excited. So yes. But my goal, I will say, my goal is to get a black long bed 301, but I haven't been able to locate one yet. You put the battery in it. No, I didn't, Rita, because I just want my honey to look at it and make sure I did the right thing. I don't want it to break. Plus, I have a whole car ride to go home tomorrow, and I don't want to hear tick, 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 tick,
Oh,
tick,
it's
tick, tick,
it's
tick,
quiet.
tick. Oh, it
So,
is?
you know? Yep.
Oh,
It's
well,
a
look
quiet
at that.
ticker, but you want to make sure it's not going to get bent because it's
Right.
moving.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. So here it is up close. And you know what? It's really hard to see. Actually, let's do this. Make it so there's not a light behind me. So there we go. Can you guys
That is beautiful.
see it? So
That is really beautiful.
it is really pretty. So there's that one, and then I'm going to show you the one I did earlier. So this is my modified jelly roll race. So this is what mine ended up looking like. And the other one is the quilt that Gina sent. Whoop. And this is on its side, but this is, am I far enough back that you can even see it? But this is it. It was so easy.
Dashing.
It was so easy.
It's so easy. And that's going to make a great quilt of valor.
Yes, this is going to Pat. And she'll get to quilt it. Lucky you. So, yeah, so I finished that one. This one was sent to us by Gina. And Leanna is working on hers. She hasn't sewn her strips and will not have
Yeah,
them
I
done.
have blocks. I have all my quilts, basically all the blocks done, but I need to go home
Such a mess.
and put it on the design wall and then play with it and then sew it up.
Well, listen, I think we'll get the one I just got through doing, because now that it's farther back, you can see it easier, right?
Yep.
I feel like it was hard to see. And then I'm hoping tonight to get a couple others. You can see we have the panels for the panel challenge. To get some others put together. So again, this is going to get a 3.5 inch black border all the way around it. But this is done except for that last border. And there's a very specific pattern to the blocks. You have to look real close, but like this one has 2 dark green, 3 light green, and then a solid, 2 light green, or sorry, 2 and then 3. I did it backwards. It goes 3, 2, 1. 3. Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. As far as how many pieces are in there. I'm looking in the thing and trying to figure out what I'm looking at. So that's what took me so long, is getting the thing. So all my blocks are identical in the layout of what's in them. And
That is
then
really beautiful.
this is the strappy border I was working on. I need to press it, but yes.
It is gorgeous.
Then I have a couple other projects that I might be able to just put the blocks together. I will show on Saturday what I come up with, what I get done. But you don't happen to have this one in this room, do you? The one that you were working on with this colors?
I have it, yeah.
Is it in here?
Yeah, but it's not
It's not done, but I thought we could show the
Yeah.
difference in colors. Because this is my cave line.
I'm wrapping up. Sorry.
Oh, hers is. Anyway,
All right.
that you might want to see what we did with it. Again, in case you want to know, it came out of this book, and it's this pattern. It's called Monday Quilts by Annie's, and it was available in my Advent, and I took this block, this pattern, and I made it bigger. So instead of going 2 by 3, I went 3 by 4. So I doubled the number of blocks inside because I felt like that was too small.
So, I mean, they're going to see when I go home. So you saw the Dresden place.
I just think we could put them side by side, but
Yeah,
the
they're
colors are
not.
very different, but that's okay.
So this
That's
quilt
totally
is a total quilt on point. So
She needs a design well.
I need a design wall. I break the rules all the time, but that's a rule I don't know why. I live with my design.
And I used my bed, but that's different because I was able to pick stuff right up. You will probably have to leave it up there until you're putting it together.
And now I don't know what I did.
And that's okay.
Here it is. Didn't I had the dressing plates.
Maybe you took it. And that's...
Oh, here it is. Okay. So we all saw the Dresden plates, but I'll show them again. Oh, here's that block. That's what I was looking for. So this is my pile of Dresdens. This is going to go on, get appliqued on squares, like checkerboard squares.
So these were the cake that were sent to us by Debbie.
Yes.
She sent the black fabric to go with it, and then there were fat quarters, so...
And these are the 2 blocks that are going to go on point in the quilt. You will see it because you're going to see Whip It Battle, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be whipping it good. Oh, yeah. So, I don't even know where I got this from. Oh, here it is. And then the one Gina's that is over here. And don't forget, I did finish the bunny blocks, but the bunny blocks are going to have to go on also the design wall. And this has to go on the design wall. But I'm making the same quilt that Lynn just did with the red, white, and blue. And they're all sewn and ready to be put up on the design wall.
And this is a free pattern by Moda, by Zen Shake. Zen Shake, that is a...
But they are all sewn.
So that's all it is they're just strips. A full strip with a half of a strip of solid, and then you cut it anywhere you want, and it's a free pattern, so you can go look for it.
Did you show them your bunny?
Not today, but
mine is in the other room.
So here's my 2 bunnies. I've got this one. I'll let you hold this one. Oops, sorry. So I just did them different ways. I feel like this needs something through here, so I might add another, like a thinner strip of fabric through there just to kind of fill it.
So I have one, but you'll have to see it because it's already packed. And then my daughter is currently making one once she feels better.
Yeah.
She gave her everything. And then the coasters. Now my coaster is in my, but 2 coasters are in my room.
And Leanna made a towel today.
I made the towel today. You saw me go crazy with all the embellishments and the clock.
And we made carrot bags a couple days ago.
If you had a channel, I'd call in the crappy quilter.
These are the egg coasters.
The egg coasters.
We had the same fabric to play with. Oh, actually, you added more fabric to yours.
I did. I went
what was
bold.
left over from your bunny.
Yes.
So, the only thing we did not do that was sent to us is Gina sent us a Christmas mitten. Kind of like a card holder for top of a packet. It's super cute. We just didn't get to it, and we did everything else.
Yes.
But we will do them.
So the pattern is from Zen Chic. It's called Type It.
It was like super easy. You don't even need a pattern, honestly.
Yes, she said she don't need a pattern. So now I get to have to, I get to, I guess, start figuring stuff out. Here, I will show you something. Where did that bundle go?
What are you looking for?
The bundle.
What bundle?
It's here somewhere.
Oh, these I gave you?
Yep. Yes, I wanted to show them. Okay, so see these? I got this bundle from Lynn. Hi, Deb. And you see the panels back here. So this is May, right? May?
Yes.
This is May Panel Challenge.
On my Facebook group.
On her Facebook group. So I've got these to play with.
You take all of those home with you, by the way.
Yes, I am. Oh, I have a plan too. I plan to get everybody getting into this game. Look at this. All these are going to somehow be put into there. I asked Lynn, like, if she had these made up, and her answer to me is maybe a couple. No, these.
Oh, bundle? Yes, we have. They're limited supply.
Limited supply,
online. They'll be going when they're gone, but it says the rainbow fat quarter bundle.
And then this one is white on whites.
And I have white bundles that are the same size as the rainbow. Those are also online.
Hi, Linda. Yep, so I got this, and I said, well, there we go. So, yeah, I think this was productive. I mean, I will say, it was a little slower. Lynn was like on it. She was going for it. But it's hard because I come here, and everybody wants to see me.
Yeah,
and my daughter was supposed to be here one day, and it ended up being then my friends drove up today so they could have lunch with us.
You're such a social
But I did get quite a bit done. And then, I had to restore a machine this afternoon because, instead of quilting 100%, I had to restore. But look, so besides the quilt, I restored because he was pretty clean, but he needed work. So I restored prints. It's been a joy. Spend time with you both. Safe trips from home. Well, thank you, Myra. Do you have anything last minute to say? Because it's time for me to put Josefina away. And
I have some things
Prince is going to go into his beautiful box. I mean, look at how beautiful his box is.
So you're looking for cake scraps. This
Yes.
is all my leftovers from the one I
Yes.
just did. I'm going to give to you. There's several full fat quarters in here.
No, I'm in trouble. You're going to be watching me sew cake now.
So the black scraps you probably don't care about, but these are
Green.
Levels.
Well,
I
thank
didn't
you.
use. So I am.
There's that.
I'm going to. There might be some other scraps when I'm done. Actually, I am done with the colors. So
Let me put this here.
look.
I'm going to put it with my other.
Oh, here you go.
Scraps.
You can have this, and look at this. You can have all of this too.
I'm getting
excited.
So
I'm excited.
this is the beginning of my cave fabric drive.
Yeah, there you go. Send your pieces.
Send your scraps.
There's a lot there. I could make another.
You can. I made
or
two.
two.
I told you, I made a second quilt.
You did.
I have two going. Though I don't have borders on the other one yet, and this may need a border. So all these scraps may go into
Well,
the
or this will just be because this is so much green. Let's put it all in at home. So I figured if you want it, you can take it. I will take it. But
I'm not gonna say no to any cake from my just saying. I'm not gonna say no to cake.
So yeah, I got a little excited when I enlarged the quilt. I thought, oh, I need more of these because I wasn't.
Oh, but look!
Doing math.
Don't forget this.
That's
an embellishment. This is an embellishment.
It is. And that right there is the fabric line that I just gave you, so you can take that just to know what it is.
Here it is. It's called American Gatherings.
Oh, no. Sorry, that's the red, white, and blue one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you said
Yeah.
Yes,
I
so
have that for the other one too.
This is the red, white, and blue American Gatherings. You see? And this here is an embellishment now.
And here's some more.
All right. Do you want to put that in your embellishment bag?
Nope.
Nope, she doesn't want this for her embellishment.
It's yours.
Okay, well, we'll put that in there. We'll put that right in this bag. Oh, the other thing I did work on is this here. Let me grab it because I'm not done, but I also am checked out. I'm physically and mentally checked out already.
Tired.
So this pattern Satterly, okay, is a Villa Rosa pattern, and it uses 2.5-inch strips. And Lynn sent me I don't know the name of this, Mind's Eye. I know it's something Mind's Eye. Oh, here it is. Gingham Gardens. See, I have them paired. So this is April's challenge, right?
Yes.
Am I working? Yeah.
The April's challenge on, again, the Facebook group Quilting with Lynn, South Coast Quilting with Lynn, so it's on my Facebook group. And so this month's challenge is use a jelly roll and a Villa Rosa pattern. We don't care what you use. You just have to use those two things and then tell us what you used. And then for the month of May, we're giving you the panels to play with. And but you have to use one of these panels. And there's 7 different ones to pick from. If you want to see what they look like, they're not on our website, but you can see one of our live sales. The last 2 weeks we have shown it in the live sale. And this last week we had color coordinating fabrics that you can get that goes with it really well too. But this back quarter bundle that you just had shown has quite a few colors that would work with it too. So if you end up getting one of those, that would probably work. But anyway, that's what this is. So she's working on April's, and then this is May.
This is May, but this is going to be quick. So, yeah, so that's that. And I'm going to pack that up so everyone have a wonderful night. And, you know, relax, you know, and I don't know. Just take care of yourself.
Relax.
Relax, take care of yourself. I'm going to be running around trying to get myself all together. How much for 3 more panels? Lynn.
The panels are free. We just want you to use them. And if you don't,
And
in the
photograph
challenge,
them.
as we use in the challenge, and if we send them to you for free, if you order something, we'll include it in an order. If not, we'll just charge you $5 to ship it to you. So send an email to mrfixit@southsquares.com and tell them which one you want. These are poppies. So you have poppy square, that's black, poppy square, that's white. You've got poppy diamond,
Poppy black.
and then poppy.
No, this is.
There is a
yeah.
poppy white. I
It's
didn't
right
bring
here.
that one. Oh, there you go. There's the poppy white diamond. And then we have the butterfly diamond and butterfly square. And then I have a butterfly square that's black. So the only thing I don't have is the butterfly black square. But there's 7 with all the others. So again, these were shown during our lives. And if you want to see them up close and probably a little easier, if this didn't help, go back to my Live at 5 sale the last 2 weeks that I've had, because we're showing it there. So anyway, yeah, well, free, just have to use it in our challenge. If you don't use it in the challenge,
She's going to track you down.
we're going to track you down. That's right.
So, but I think the question is valid, is they want to know if they don't want to do the challenge but want the panels, they will have to contact Mr. Fix-It.
Yeah, we will definitely sell it to you, but first we want to make sure those who want to participate in the challenge will get one.
Did you hear that? All right.
So, yes, just email Mr. Fix-It that you want to buy one for your own personal use, and then he'll get back to you if we have any. How about that?
That sounds good. All right, all.
And I
Take
don't-
care. Have a good night. Bye.
Goodbye.
That's it. The retreat is over.
Thank you. I'm happy to-
Well, come on over so we can say goodbye, because
Oh.
and let's give you one last glance. One last glance.
Oh my gosh, look at my shirt. This is the worst thing
Whoops.
I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. So here it is, one last glance
It is so
of the
pretty.
ocean. All right, bye all.
Goodbye. Thank you for hanging out with